So after this lesson, students are going to be able to explain the 4 mechanisms that can be used to develop self-efficacy. They're going to know the most important psychological state that affects performance as well as in their classroom for the better. To start out, I'm going to have this KWL chart for them to fill out, activating their prior knowledge. They're going to know, what they want to know, and what they learned. And they're going to keep this because at the end of this, that's how they're going to do their assessment, just in a different color, so I can see how much they learned. The definition refers to an individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce a specific performance attainment. Reflects confidence in the ability to exert control over one's motivation, behavior, and social environment. It's basically just the belief in his or her own, capability of performing something that they want to do. So the 4 factors influencing and making up your self-efficacy is past performance, vicarious experience, social persuasion, and psychological regulation. Past performance, this is just like your experience in the sports. So say I grew up playing baseball, always had a good experience, encouraged me to do more, and I've got so many opportunities just through that one game. So LeBron James, he's been in 8 championships after being in the league for a while and never making one, getting so close, but he was able to bounce back with more confidence than anybody has and more athletic ability. So your vicarious experience, this refers how you compare yourself to your heroes or your rivals, basically. So if you watch someone in pain, say in a game, they go down, trainer runs out, all the players take a knee. This is like, I hate this feeling. It's like the worst because I feel like I have to do the rehab because I know what they're going to have to do to get back on the field to be able to play again. And it's a lot of work, but if you watch someone in pain, you kind of feel their experience. Same thing with winning, though. If you see someone do something that they've been wanting to do, they're just very capable of doing it, and they do it, it kind of rubs off you in a good way. You feel like you can do it too. So social persuasion, Colin Kaepernick. So this comes from coaches, teammates, pregame rituals, family, just basically people, your inner circle, providing positive or negative influences. So say your friend gets a good job, and then the next thing he does is buys his athlete's favorite car. He finds out and he's like, look what my car is, and it's to show off how much money he makes. Or Colin Kaepernick takes a knee, and your friend who's on Colin Kaepernick's team, for example, he takes a knee too, and he gets everybody around him starts bashing him. And then he keeps it up, keeps doing it. And then today, he's coming out, he's been saying it all along, and it's just now Black Lives Matter. He was standing up for police brutality way back then when no one was talking about it. And he's still trying to get on an NFL team today. He got cut after he won a Super Bowl because of it. And he still hasn't made it back on an NFL roster. Okay, so this is kind of the hard part, the influence of yourself, the psychological regulation. So your ability to regulate your emotional state of being no matter what's going on in your life outside. Once the game starts or once the test starts in the classroom or something, you got to block all that out and focus, on the task. This is Michael Jordan right after he found out his dad died. His dad they don't know what happened exactly, but he kept it all in. It was in the middle of the season, so he used that to fuel him because he knew that's what his dad wanted to do. He felt like his dad was the reason that he was in the position he was in to win with the players around him on Chicago Bulls. And once he got back in the locker room after that game, everything came out. He couldn't even do an interview with a straight face. So emotionally, self-regulation is just the ability to calm yourself down when you're upset, cheer yourself up when you're down. So basically, behavior and performance. So athletes perform behavior the way they do when facing an opponent because they're motivated to practice and perform extremely successful levels, and they have the inner confidence that will eventually succeed at their sport and task. Okay, so using the same KWL chart they use at the beginning, students, they'll do it in blue ink this time so I can see what they learned after we did the lesson on what they know, what they want to know, and what they learned from this, so I can assess them better.